still working on reading the Lunar Chronicles, and I finished Cress. I don't have Winter yet because my local bookstore does not have it. I have not decided what to do about that, but anyway. I still love Scarlet. This is like my favorite. I just really love it. But Cress definitely had me cackling and just like all but kicking and giggling and screaming most of the time. So what did I like about Cress? Buckle up for spoilers. Cress is just hilarious. She is so relatable. She is fangirling over Thorn so bad. The secondhand embarrassment is secondhand embarrassment-ing. Like, she meets everyone for the first time, like via video call, and Thorn sees her and he's like, her hair looks like a cross between, maybe a cheetah mole to bird's nest or something. And I just like, no, you did not just say that. She's looked into him. She's basically stalked him and found all kinds of altruistic things that he's done. And she later finds out that they were not altruistic. And true to the Rapunzel story, Thorn ends up losing his vision. He's blind for a bit. So basically what happens is she contacts the Rampion. They come to try to rescue her. Her thaumaturge sets a trap. She and Thorn are trapped in her satellite, which crashes to Earth in the Sahara Desert, conveniently enough. And the thaumaturge fights against Cinder. It goes very badly. The thaumaturge's dude, Jason, he ends up being captured. Wolf is injured. The thaumaturge Sybil takes Scarlet hostage. Not good. Scarlet ends up spending time on Luna, being tortured and stuff. And so Jason ends up with Cinder and Wolf. And they're trying to figure out what in the world to do. Basically, everybody's split up for a while. This satellite crash lands, and that's when Thorn is injured. Like, he's like hit in the back of the head. He's blind, so Cress is having to lead him everywhere. There are all kinds of crazy, hilarious things that happen. Cinder and company are able to find Dr. Erland in the Sahara Desert. We find out that Dr. Erland is actually Cress's dad, and then he dies. Yeah. Not sure how I feel about that still. Kai is going to marry Queen Lavanna, and then Cinder comes and kidnaps him. Oh yeah, and Cress and Thorn eventually do meet up with Cinder in the desert, obviously, after lots of hijinks. So that was very interesting, a lot of fun. The only two things that I actually really did not like about this, one was a description of Scarlet. I know that Scarlet is supposed to be more like, average girl, not crazy, skinny, whatever, and I like that. But I didn't like how Cress described her, like, in comparison to Cinder. I don't know, it just felt like kind of a diss because it was saying something about Scarlet's curves were unfairly exaggerated compared to Cinder, who was all angles, and I was like, okay, I get the picture, but I don't know. I feel like I didn't like the word unfairly, like unfairly exaggerated. It made it sound like, I don't know. I think you get the picture. Maybe I'm being too sensitive. I don't know, but I like Scarlet, and I didn't like her being described like that. I want her to be what she is, have her curves and all that, but it just felt like a diss. I feel like it could have just been like, Scarlet was curvier, and that was it. Like, I think that's awesome. But anyway, I didn't feel like that. And then I also am just a little iffy on the age gap between Thorn and Cress. I'm not sure how old Cress is. And Thorn is 20. We know that from his wanted poster info in Scarlet. And I think Cress is 16. It does not feel legal. But anyway, I enjoyed this. And at the very end, we get to see Winter with Scarlet. And Winter is a bit wee-woo because she's not using her lunar powers. And so that's making her kind of go insane, slowly but surely. I've got to get my hands on Winter. But yeah, I enjoyed this. Definitely a 5-star read. Have you read this? What do you think about it?